Hello and welcome. So I am going to take a look at the Times Cryptic crossword, which has been published on Monday the 18th of August 2025. So this is the main 15 by 15 puzzle. It's a Monday, so I'm hoping for an easier puzzle. We don't get any set of information, so I'm just going to crack on. Reset timer. Here we go. Right, what school kids enjoy Romeo and Juliet season? R and J. What school kids enjoy? Rope jumping. Demonstrated rise of tomato-like food. Old Catholic is a malevolent creature. Orc, I suppose. Roman Catholic. Records where bees go following middle of month. Records. Archives. Archive. Records are archives are records. Hive is where bees go, following the middle of the month is March, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, I'll go with that. Make cautious progress in mostly excellent English. Make cautious progress. With an E on the end, probably. Mostly excellent. Superb. Don't know, cautious progress. Tread lightly. Brave and fortunate in pursuit of power, so probably P. Fortunate is lucky. Plucky and lucky, nice. Okay. Done orc. We've got theatre backing variety in debased production. Debased seems like it ought to be an anagram indicator or take out some letter. Maybe it's take off the last letter of a word for production. I don't know what it is. Right, let's go across to here. Couple. Could be a pair. Obese. After one's shifted rich dessert. Something fat. One's couple, pair, obese, couple, new, rich dessert. Okay, upper class, that could be you, United dinners, suffering vandalism will not be covered. Upper class, United dinners, suffering vandalism. That sounds like it needs to be an anagram of dinners with a couple of U's in it, maybe. Will not be covered, will be undressed. Not dressed. No, okay. Family member coming over. Name's Nike, not European at all. Family member beginning with K is going to be not sure. Coming over. Name's Nike. I think that's Nick for not European at all. Family would be could be Kennedy. Kennedy. Not European at all. Can't see what's going on there. Right, let's go back to the crosses. Like a TV series is copied for broadcast. Serialized, episodic. Yeah, episodic is a anagram, isn't it? Yeah, if I can spell it. Episodic. Impersonate, fancy Don. Impersonate. Ape, copy. Ape, fancy Don. Mimic, mirror. Mirror? No. Okay, animals always found on Delta. Deer. There we go. It's a nice easy one. Second important bit. Second will be S or Mo, I'd have thought. Important bit. Momentous. Can't be momentous. Second important. Okay. One directing acts of Wagner. If that's a specific thing from Wagner, I'm in trouble. One directing acts of Wagner. Wagner is 6 and acts is 4. Sure about that. Okay, maiden butting in to make a knight foolish. A knight is AN, butting in. I want to put vain, but vain and foolish. Maiden you think is of M, butting in to make a knight foolish. Could be No, okay. Second bag containing one jigsaw picture. What? Second bag? Second sack containing one jigsaw picture. Second could be Mo again, can it? Mo sack. Containing one, just there's an I in there probably. Make familiar account oddly unfamiliar. Account is 7, oddly unfamiliar. Okay, account, make familiar. Account oddly would be A-C-U-T. Accut. Does that really seem likely? What is it? Acquaint. Ac. And why is it quaint? Oddly familiar is quaint, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, youngsters' inclination to accept benefit is a tendency. Teenager. No, not teenager. Tendency is an inclination. Benefit would be tenacity. Didn't see. Benefit. Boon. Lean. Youngsters. Could be a lamb or something, probably known crosswords. Father whipping son in anger. Ire? Yeah, I think that's sire without the S. Religious descent unknown by present. Religious descent unknown by present society. Heresy? Hearsay without. I don't quite say that. Here is present, society is S, and Y is unknown. Oh, what done there? Gosh. Nimrod. Gosh, Nimrod's playing. Must be anger. Gosh, Nimrod, wasn't it? No. One follows instinctively. Okay, maybe it's just an anagram Nimrods with a 1. What that would be, I don't know. Gosh could be my or core. Okay, maybe it's gosh and then Nimrod. So my. One follows instinctively. Would be mind. Can't quite see. Yep, right. Let's look at these terms. Demonstrated rise. Show. Ender. Rise of tomato-like food. What would that be? Tomato-like food? Don't know. Okay. Make cautious progress in mostly excellent English. Would suggest it's going to be a tiptoe. Tip-top and tiptoe. Okay. Like it. Queen can appear on Mother's Day celebrated in church. I thought I looked all down already. Queen is ER. Mother's Day is probably going to be Mars. Celebrated in church. Mass. Mars is Mother's. Queen. ER. Day. Wednesday, Tuesday. Who knows? Let's go with that being Mars. MAS. That's all we can put for Mars. Look at this one cross. What school kids enjoy? Playtime, surely. Yeah, playtime, I like that. Oh, not a clue. Oh golly, what's this? Demonstrated, proved, proven. Rise of tomato-like food. Demonstrated, proved. Can't be double D though, can it? That's what I've got wrong there. Let's keep going across. A couple of B's, don't know what that is. Upper class united. I think that's UU with dinners. DINNERS. So another. Take one N out. Densure. Undensure. Uninsured. There we are. Will not be covered. Uninsured. Nice. Got that eventually. What was this? This was maiden butting in to make a knight foolish. Maiden. Foolish should be dumb. why that'd be a knight. That's dumb, I think it is, but this one down here was attempt to gamble on small new broker. That's bets. Attempt to gamble on is to bet. Bet on small bets. Or is it just anagram broker? Am I? Attempt is to what is that anagram broker? Bet on, lay bet on. Family member coming over. Is that saying turn it over? So that would be father, mother, daughter, son, niece, aunt, uncle. Can't think of any K's in the family thing from a general perspective. Coming over. Names, Nike. What is it? Kin. Family's kin. Member coming over will be arm or leg. Kin mark. Not arm. Kin gal. Coming over. Lanking R. Not European at all. Kingly? Can't be kingly, can it? Let's leave that kin there. I'm sure that's part of the deal. But so this was theatre backing production in debased production. Production is actually 10 letters, isn't it? But what would theatre backing variety mean? 10 letters. In debased production. Maybe it's just a P in the end. Oh, backing variety. Oh, theatre would be. Sure, done that one, done that. Next down here. Hit soldier raised in position. A complicated procedure. Hit is soldier is soldiers. Is that an all? Ordinary ranks. Row in position. A complicated procedure. Or is it just an anagram procedure? Can't be, can it? Unfaithfulness. Every former queen's shown during trial. Each unfaithfulness is treachery. Trial being try. Very good. Attempt. Oh, attempt to gamble again. Attempt to gamble is on small new broker. Maybe dumb's wrong. Can't quite pass dumb anyway, so. For instance, a seaweed thrown up some time ago. Age, something age. For instance is IE. Okay. Could be IE and then a seaweed. Kelp. A seaweed thrown up. Algae. Shooting protester, not male, before end of rally. Well, there's end of rally. Not male would be. Okay, so it's a protester without an M, isn't it? Shooting would be. Protester is a marcher. Archer. Archery. Nice. One university heartlessly sacked. One. Is that uni? I see that dumb is beginning to fit, isn't it, for foolish? I'm going to take that out for a minute. Maybe it's not dumb, is my problem. But it all seems to fit together quite nicely. One, uni, sacked is unified. University, heartlessly sacked. Sacked would be unified. Yeah, fired. Unified. Okay, that DU M for maiden. Dunce. I don't get what a knight is doing. Dumb. If I put an M in there, maiden putting it into make a knight, why would that be? A knight would be dub. I don't get that. Which is why I'm not going to put it out. Let's put the B back there. For now. Right, this is 20, wasn't it? Mike's after running Scout Convention. That's a bit of an anagram, wasn't it? It's not Jamboree anyway. Convention is a Tuscom. Let's put Mike in there. Custom, I suppose, convention. Nice. This one was okay. There's my, and Nimrod is my. What have I got ready? Got M and D, so I've got NIRO. Myrmidon. One follows instinctively. Myrmidon. If that was an N, I've got many options there. Myrmidon. If that's an N, bittern. Better, small, on small new. There's N for new. Bittern. Attempt to gamble. Bet. On small. Broker would be between, go between. Small would be we. Okay, I'll go with that. So, I think it has to be dumb. I don't understand why. This, I would have thought, the second important bit would be probably an ing word. Smattering? Yeah. Mattering is... I think that was the one I did last week, actually. Smattering, pretty much. The one I couldn't complete last week. Kin. Or is it family? Oh, maybe it's family member coming over, which is kingpin. What is that, kingpin? Coming over names. Is it kingpin? If I type kingpin, what have I got? I've got Nike, not European. Or is it just kin there? Not European is not coming to me at all. Impersonate Fancy Don. Nope. Oh yeah, I've got that one down there and I'm Murmodin. So we're going to put M. What have I got? I've got R. R, I and O, isn't it? Let's just check. Nimrod. I've got my for gosh and then Nimrod. So I'm going to either have Myrmidon, which is what which is my most favoured one. Myrmodin, maybe. ROI to go in there. R is not fitting in either of those, so I have to go Myrmidon. Don't know what it is. That's probably the most likely. Youngster's inclination to accept benefit. Inclination, it's not tendency then. This is mass day. Mon. Mass. Celebrated in church. Queen can appear. In Mother's Day. Mass. Something day. Celebrated in church. Mass tea. Queen would be... Not sure. Let's take that out for a second. We'll have a look at this. One directing acts of Wagner. Could be an anagram of Wagner acts. This one, second bag containing, is that a sack? Containing one. Mosaic, there we are. Mosaic, I said it could be a mo, and it was a mo, eventually. That's an age, Iron Age. for instance, a seaweed. If that's Iron Age, as I think it is, why that? E.g. is, for instance, a nori. What's that? A nori? A seaweed nori. Not sure. We'll leave that like that for a minute. This youngster is inclination to accept benefit. Accrediment. This was hit soldier raised in position. A complicated procedure. There's not too many left. I mean, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 left. It's going okay. Actually, this one is going nowhere at the moment, isn't it? Really, Mother's Day. Can we mums? I don't know where the I is coming from. Is it just marriage? Can't be marriage. Matrimony. Nope. Theatre backing variety. I think that end, didn't I? Theatre production. I just want to put production again. That can't be right. This is PT couple. Obese after one's shifted. That's parfait, isn't it? Parfait, so yeah, fat with the I moved down from pair. Impersonate is to assume. Assume. Fancy. If that was assume, A-S-S-U-M, kinsman. I don't know why that's kinsman. Assuming that's assume. Kin is family. Name coming over without, not European at all. Name's Nike. Okay, yeah, name's Nike going upwards, okay. Kinsman, so yeah, man, that must be assume. That looks like it should be a shun word, doesn't it, really? Par, I mean, may not be, but theatre is, it's not production, is it? Pantortion, debased production. Backing, so just now go variety, and if it is, I don't know what theatre is then. If it's not a production, it's unless we're looking at the E of theatre. In debased. Maybe that's what's going on. Theatre E with variety. Debased is what? To get to production. Preparation, prep. Proportion. What would that be? Proportion. If that were proportion, which it could be. Backing variety in debased. Queen. I don't think that is proportion because I can't see it really as production or theatre. Although it could be rep, so actually maybe it's per. Per for rep, that's what I was not getting to. And then variation, per foration, per addition, debased production, per. I wanted that to be marriage, didn't I? Marry. Second is S. Important is mattering. bits of smattering. Yep, can't go against that. Percussion, oh, that's ER. Queen can appear in mothers. So mothers is, so that must be in mass, wasn't it? And then I need a Mother's Day. Do I need Mother's Day? What's on this one? Oh, direct acts of Wagner. Eek. Is this agreement? No. Youngster's inclination is to accept benefit. Benefit is just like pay, wage, a wage. Inclination, leaning. Could be accent. I think the youngster's going to be something a little bit out there, maybe. This one, hit soldier, raised in position. A complicated procedure is a. I would have thought that was O for or for soldier, so it means I need hit. A word for hit, in position. In image could be ready, set. Demonstrated. Okay, we'll assume that's demonstrated rise of tomato-like food. I don't know what tomato-like food is beyond a tomato. Demonstrate feels like prove. But then what? Demonstrated with proved. But I can't put double D there realistically, can I? Food, P something O. I'm assuming that's Iron Age without renaming if it is Iron Age. Some time ago. I don't know if there's any other ages it can be really, but definitely EGA is correct for age. My list of seaweeds is a bit lacking. I don't think there's anything but the Iron Age it can be. It can't be Stone Age or Bronze Age, obviously because of the size, the number of letters involved. One directing act of Wagner would be a director, wouldn't it? I know what is it? It's the ringleader. Leader. Can't be a ringleader then, can it? Archer. Archer is definitely right, wasn't it? Shooting is archery. Protester is a marcher. Not male before end of rally. Ring. It's not ringleader. What is it? Ring, because he did the ring cycle. Wagner, so. Is that just red? Provender. Well, I mean, it looks like it has to be proved, doesn't it? Provider. Profeeder. I've just got it wrong there. Demonstrated is proofed. Ring managed. That'll be then. Ring manager. No, and try and get this on reg. Hit soldier, raise. Okay, rig. Maybe. GI. In. Is it raced in position? Position is a. Hit is to bat. Rigmarole, ram. And a roll is a position. There we are. Atonement? No, not atonement. A youngster. What's a youngster? Inclination to accept benefit, and benefit is a. It's not really a boon, isn't it? But I've said that 5 times, I think. So let's go through a. Adolescent, there we are. I don't know why that's adolescent. Oh, the dole is a benefit, yep. And ascent is a leaning. What is this? Like ring manged, ring. That must be Iron Age. Ring. That must be red for tomato-like. Demonstrated. Food is. Demonstrated proven. I'm going to go proven. I don't know if it's a food or not. I'm going to go with it. Once again, my black old knowledge is food and drink. So don't know. This one though, one directing act of. Why that can't be ringleader, I don't know. But if that's a ringmaster, that's the word I'm looking for. Okay, which gives me Mars. Queen can appear, so M-E, well I assume E-R for Queen. Mars is the end bit, which leaves me DM. DM is day. I think. Mars. Queen can appear in Mother's Day. Merdiamas. I'm going to go with it. Performing. That can't be kinsman because it's definitely a. Oh, sorry, that has to be kinsman because it's Nike with name kins man without the e, without any e's at all. Performation. Take out the parfait bit because I think that should be a shun, really. Per ration, per proportion. Rep backwards variety is sort in debased. Production is a perform. Maybe it's not fashion per variety. In debased. Debased is. I don't know what a good word for debased is. Sin. Perversion. There we are. Perversion. Okay, well that's everything I can fit in. Let's see how it goes. No, not quite right. If I was guessing, it would be that. No. Going to put that back, and then I'm just going to look at what I've got wrong, because I could do this all day. Oh, that one. Okay. Yeah. That was always going to be a problem, wasn't it? Day. Per. Idmas. Queen can appear. Was it tin mass? Martin mass, isn't it? It's Martin mass. Hey, there you go. I don't quite understand why, but I can. Oh, AR. Yeah, right. Okay, let's go through 34 minutes, 33, with just one mistake on a word I have kind of heard of Martin mass, but not really. But I know Martin St. Martin's Day or something. Right, let's go through. Right, what we got? We got what school kids enjoy is playtime, and the Romeo and Juliet season. Well, season would be the time when we perform plays, so playtime. Brave is plucky. Fortunate is lucky, and that's going in pursuit of P for power. O for old, RC for Roman Catholic, and an orc is a malevolent creature. Theatre backing is rep. Variety is a version, and a debased production is perversion. Like a TV series is episodic, which is an anagram of is copied. Full broadcasting is your anagram indicator. Impersonate is to assume. Fancy Don, as sume, as fancy assume, assum, don. I don't know anything about what's going on in that clue really, other than the impersonate equals assume, I think, and even that I'm not entirely sure of. No, I think I am. Right, animals are deer, that's the definition. Always is air, so ever in poetic form loses the V, puts an apostrophe there, but we don't put apostrophes in crosswords, and that's found on the end of D for delta. S for second, and important, mattering, important. Yeah, something that's important matters, so it's mattering, and a bit is a smattering. One directing acts of Wagner. So one directing is the ringmaster, and Wagner did the ring. Is it the ring cycle? Some kind of opera about rings anyway, so that'll be a ringmaster. Excuse me. Maiden is an M, butting in to make a knight foolish. So I don't know what dub for a knight is. D-U-B. Oh, is it? If you're giving something a knighthood, I dub you Sir Galahad or something. Dub a knight. To make a knight is to dub them, I think, is what's going on there. You dub someone, you give them a name, and foolish is dumb. Fair enough. Second is mo for mo, so a second is a moment, so shortened to mo. A bag is a sack, S-A-C, containing one for I, gives you a mosaic, which is a jigsaw picture. To make familiar is to acquaint. AC for account, and oddly familiar is quaint. A youngster is an adolescent. Inclination is ascent. So yeah, it's the steep face of something is the inclination of it. To accept the benefits, the dole, not really used these days, but the dole is the benefit for unemployment benefit. Father is sire. Whipping S, so take the S off as sire, becomes ire, which is anger. Religious dissent is heresy. We've got unknown is the Y beside here, and S for society. Didn't know this one either. Gosh is my, oh my, gosh. Nimrod is an anagram of the rest of that. Playing is your anagram indicator, and a myrmidon, whatever that may be, is one which follows instinctively. Right. Demonstrated is proven. Rise of tomato-like. So tomatoes are red, so tomato-like is red going upwards, which gives you provender. Second word I don't know, which is type of food. Records are archives. Bees go to the hive following the middle of the month. Well, if you think of March, it's M-A-R-C and then an H. That H there is part of hive. So yeah, in the middle of March is A-R-C, which gives you an archive, which is where records are. Make cautious progress is to go on tiptoe forwards. Mostly excellent is tip-top, so take the P off of tip-top and put an E for English on the end. Martin Mass, I'm going to give myself a second, 2.5 here for things I haven't heard. Queen in this case is AR for Queen Anne, AR, Anne Regina. Can appear in can, so Queen can, so AR, tin can. Going in Mother's Day. What am I doing here? Mother's Day celebrated. Okay, so day celebrated in churches is definitely the day celebrated in church is Martin Mass. Mother's is MAS. I'm just wondering. Well, so M I'm wondering where these other M's come from. So we've got AR tin, M, AS at the end, and we've got another M somewhere. Second to think. Okay, scrap what I've said so far. Right, mothers are mamas, M-A-M-A-S. Queen is R, tin is can. So R tin going into mamas, which is mothers, and the day celebrated in churches, Martin Mass. Couple is a pair, and obese is fat. But the one has shifted, so change the I, move the I from pair into fat, gives you parfait, which is a rich dessert. We've got an anagram here of U for upper class, U for united, and dinners, which gives you, well, suffering vandalism is your anagram indicator, and uninsured is will not be covered, or will be not covered. Family member is kinsman, coming over. So if we read Nike names, or names Nike backwards, and not European, take the E's out of, we get kinsman. To hit a soldier is to ram a GI, that's raised, going upwards. In position is a role, so your role at the company is this, and a complicated procedure is a rigmarole. Unfaithfulness is treachery, every is each. The Queen is ER for Elizabeth Regina, shown during a trial. A trial could be to try, having a go. An attempt is a go, funnily enough. To gamble is to bet, and we is small, and N for new, and a broker is a go-between. Right, again, another one I don't really know, but for instance is EG, and A is in the clue, so that gives us age thrown up. So the seaweed apparently must be nori, N-O-R-I. Not familiar with that, but some time ago. The Iron Age was definitely some time ago, like 3 or 4 or 5,000 years or something like that. Shooting is archery. We've got a protester without the M for male, so a marcher becomes an archer, and before the end of rally, well, the end of rally is a Y, making it archery. One is unified, definition. University is uni. Heartlessly sacked, so if you've been sacked, you've been fired from your job. Take the R out because it's heartless, gives you the fired bit. And Mike is M for Mike in the NATO phonetic alphabet, after an anagram of scout. Running is your anagram indicator, and a custom is convention. So there we go, all done 34 minutes with just one needing correction. Thanks for watching.